Hello friends, Miss Brown here. My friends, hello, it's Miss Brown here. Hello friends, and Miss Brown here. You are in for a treat. I'm so excited. It looks like we are ready to go. Hi friends. Which book will Miss Brown read? Miss Brown read, Miss Brown read. Which book will Miss Brown read? I wonder which book. Which book will Miss Brown read? Miss Brown read, Miss Brown read. Which book will Miss Brown read? I wonder what's the book? Hi friends, what's the book? What book did I find for you? Well, before we get started, let's make sure that we turn on our listening ears. I see you turning them on, and we turn them on to make sure that we can hear every single word that Miss Brown says from the books, because sometimes she speaks really fast, and sometimes I speak really slow. And I want you to catch every single word. Now, the name of the book today, I'm so excited, is called Frederick. Everyone say, hi, Frederick. Yeah, and Frederick is he is a mouse. And once again, this is another book by Lionni. I love this book, and I know that you will too. Are you ready to hear all about Frederick? Okay, let's get started. All along the meadow, where the cows grazed and the horses ran, there was an old stone wall. In that wall, not far from the barn and the granary, a chatty family of field mice had their home. Ooh, look at them. But the farmers had moved away, the barn was abandoned, and the granary stood empty. And since winter was not far off, the little mice began to gather corn and nuts and wheat and straw. They all worked day and night, all except Frederick. Everyone's working so hard to collect all of that food except for him. Look at Frederick. Let's see. Frederick, why don't you work? They asked. I do work, said Frederick. I gather sun rays for the cold, dark winter days. And when they saw Frederick sitting there, staring at the meadow, they said, and now, Frederick? I gather colors, answered Frederick simply, for winter is gray. So it seems like Frederick is doing some kind of work. He's collecting the sun rays. It seems like now he said that he's collecting some colors. I don't really know how he's doing that, but that's what he's saying, right? And once Frederick seemed half asleep, so now he looks half asleep, doesn't he? Are you dreaming, Frederick? They asked reproachfully. But Frederick said, oh no, I am gathering words, for the winter days are long and many and we'll run out of things to say. What is he doing? What is he working on? Let's see. The winter days came, and when the first snow fell, the 5 little field mice took to their hideout in the stones. Smart that they go into the stones when it starts snowing, and that's where they have all their food. In the beginning, there was lots to eat, and the mice told stories of foolish foxes and silly cats. They were a happy family. Wow. What do you think's gonna happen? But little by little, they had nibbled up most of the nuts and berries. The straw was gone, and the corn was only a memory. It was cold in the wall, and no one felt like chatting. Oh. Uh-oh. Then they remembered what Frederick had said about sun rays and colors and words. What about your supplies, Frederick? They asked. What is Frederick gonna do? What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Close your eyes, said Frederick. as he climbed up on a big stone. "Now, I send you the rays of the sun. Do you feel how their golden glow?" And as Frederick spoke of the sun, the 4 little mice began to feel warmer. Was it Frederick's voice? Was it magic? "And how about the colors, Frederick?" they asked anxiously. "Close your eyes again," Frederick said. And when he told them of the blue periwinkles, the red poppies and the yellow wheat, and the green leaves of the berry bush, they saw the colors as clearly as if they had been painted in their minds. Wow, look at all of those beautiful colors. Wow. "And the words, Frederick." Frederick cleared his throat, waited a moment, and then, as if from a stage, he said, "Who scatters snowflakes? Who melts the ice? Who spoils the weather? Who makes it nice? Who grows the 4-leaf clovers in June? Who dims the daylight? Who lights the moon? 4 little field mice who live in the sky. 4 little field mice like you and I. One is the spring mouse who turns on the showers. Then comes the summer who paints in the flowers. The fall mouse is next with walnuts and wheat. And winter is last with little cold feet. Aren't we lucky? The seasons of 4. Think of a year with 1 less or 1 more." When Frederick had finished, they all applauded. "But Frederick," they said, "you are a poet." Wow, that was such a beautiful poem. Frederick blushed, took a bow, and said shyly, "I know it." The end. Oh, what a beautiful story about Frederick. What I liked about this story is that everyone in this family seemed to have had a job, right? So there was 5 of them, and 4 of them chose to do what to prepare for winter? You got it. They collected food. They got the nuts, they got the wheat, they got the straw, they got all the food together. But did Frederick do that? Even though he was programmed, that's something he should have been doing. But did he do that? No, he didn't do that. What did he do instead? He gathered other things, right? He gathered the sun rays to keep them warm. He gathered the colors, he gathered the words. Because all along, was Frederick a gatherer like the rest of his family? No, Frederick is what we would call an artist. He was an artist. So doing his part during this whole time of them harvesting and gathering and now going into hibernation, or not really going into hibernation, but just staying in their cave in the winter, he's doing his part by being a poet and entertaining them because they were just kind of down in the dumps. They stopped really talking to each other. They were running out of food, but what made them feel good and lifted up their spirits? Their entertainer, Frederick. Wow. So that reminds me that anytime I think I'm not doing something that somebody else is doing, I'm made totally different. And there are other things that I can be doing that will greatly benefit my community. And I don't have to do something exactly how someone else does it, as long as I do what's good for me and as long as it helps my community. So I want you to think about, how can you help your community today? It doesn't have to be how somebody else does it, but how are you going to help your community today? What are your ideas? I want to hear them. Okay, until then though, go ahead and tell your grown-up, and your grown-up will tell me. Until next time, Miss Brown, over and out. Have the best day ever. Goodbye, friends.